Hello fight fans, thanks for joining us at MMA Insider. Before we get rolling with today's news, show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing. Now let's uncover the latest happenings in MMA. Starting off, Strickland admits he's a little mentally unstable. Moving on, Makhachev names Anatoly Malykhin as most dangerous guy on the planet. Next, Francis Ngannou reveals the fight he wants after Anthony Joshua. Lastly, Khabib Nurmagomedov opens up on life after stepping back from MMA. Former UFC middleweight champion Strickland admits he is a little mentally unstable. Strickland has never been afraid to say what is on his mind, and he often gets close or does cross the line with what he says. He has said a lot of that is due to how he was raised, explaining the situation on Theo Von's podcast speaking about his childhood. Here is what he said. "My dad gets on top of my mom, and I remember he said, 'I'm going to kill you tonight.' Maybe it's just rough sex. We don't know at this moment. I'm under the bed and he starts strangling her. I get out and the only thing I can see is a guitar. I just crack him in the head and call the cops. I run down the street to call the cops. He's arrested and my dumbass mom bails him out of jail. I would say that's the tip of the iceberg." Now, taking to social media, Strickland admitted he is a little mentally unstable and provided an example of what goes through his mind at times. "I'm a little mentally unstable. It's important to be surrounded with people who understand you and help. I'll wake up some days wanting to strangle a puppy. Sean, are you doing okay? Yes, I'm good. I'm so happy. If I'm happy, it's harder for me to see how understable I am." Anatoly Malykhin has earned the respect and admiration of Islam Makhachev following the Russian hard hitter's historic milestone. Already holding the 1 heavyweight and light heavyweight MMA World Championships, Anatoly added another feather to his cap by beating the Dutch Knight to capture the middleweight crown. This remarkable accomplishment etched Malykhin's name in the annals of MMA history. In fact, it made him the first athlete to hold 3 world titles in separate weight classes at the same time. Makhachev, the reigning UFC lightweight world champion, took to Instagram to praise his compatriot for the rare achievement. Most dangerous guy on the planet. PFL star Francis Ngannou still wants to meet Deontay Wilder in the boxing ring. Ngannou is currently slated to return to the boxing ring this Friday night against Anthony Joshua. The bout will be Francis Ngannou's second in the sport, previously crossing over to face Tyson Fury in October. Furthermore, he's getting the chance to fight 2 of his 3 most wanted boxers. Speaking in a recent interview with DAZN Boxing, Francis Ngannou discussed his impending return to the ring. There, he again called for a boxing match with former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. Here is what he said. "Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. I still have those 3 names. Still I want to fight with Wilder. This one and then onto a fight with Wilder and the Tyson Fury rematch. Potentially a rematch with, I don't know, it depends on how this fight goes, the AJ fight. But yeah, Tyson Fury rematch based on what happened the first time, the controversy. We need to sort that out, but yes, Wilder is still on my list." Former UFC lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov is retired from fighting, but not coaching. Holding a 29-0 undefeated record, Khabib Nurmagomedov is the rare athlete to retire in his prime. Due to the death of his father, the Russian retired after a second-round submission win over Justin Gaethje in 2020. That was until last January when Khabib Nurmagomedov announced that he was stepping back from MMA entirely. Since then, the former UFC champion has barely been seen and hasn't done a lot of interviews. Earlier this week, Nurmagomedov held an incredibly rare Q&A session in Canada. Here is what he said. "It's not like I'm retired from coaching. Like sometimes I go to the gym and share my knowledge and my experience with my brothers. It's not about retiring from coaching. But with MMA, going to cornering in fight week with this kind of stuff, I'm done. When I was fighting, you go to the cage and you can control yourself and fight with your opponent. You can do something. But when you're cornering, it's very difficult. You can just talk, you know? You can do nothing. I like fighting more than talking." Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Your dedication and support fuel our passion to bring you the latest and greatest in the MMA world. If you enjoyed today's news, please give us a thumbs up and share it with fellow MMA fans. Remember to subscribe to stay in the loop with daily MMA updates. We've got a lot of exciting news, interviews, and analysis coming your way every single day. Your engagement helps us grow and serve the MMA community even better. Once again, thank you for being an integral part of our daily MMA journey.